Hey everybody, my name's Randy Wittis. That's the 67 Chevelle, and you all know we just finished up with that. Rebuilding that whole thing. That was fun. So I tightened her up today, got everything finished up, got the dash bracket welded back in place and everything good to go. So now we move up here. Got to fix all this, peel this roof skin back, replace these drip rails. See you in a bit. Ready, set, go. No. Whoopsie. Gonna hurt. Alrighty, well, the roof is off, and we found, of course, what we thought we would find. More rust. I have drip rails on order. Hopefully they'll be in the next day or so. But, as you can see, I have to peel all that off, get to drip rail. See, the drip rail seam is right there. Quarter and roof meet here, so I gotta split that off, get down into here, peel all this off, and then see how bad the damage is here and how I can fix it. It gets not as bad. I'm gonna stick myself in the face with that. As we go back, I don't know if you can see it. Get a flashlight, yeah, flashlight. Just comes down to that edge, basically. But we got to rebuild it. You know, that's pretty well flat stock right there. So I think we can handle that. But let's look at the other side. Other side's not as bad. We caught a break. Except for here. Gets a little nasty. Pretty solid up here. Good to go. Haven't peeled any of this back yet, but I'm sure there'll be some, you know, holes in there or something. But other than that, a lot of surface rust. So I'm gonna work on getting this cleaned up, peeled off. Get that peeled off. See how far I have to go. I'll probably just peel this down to here. So then I can at least lay the roof on fit my rip rails. I don't know if you can see, but anyhow, so we got to get busy. See you in a bit. So the first thing I found is there's a little piece of metal back here that attaches to under here and then goes down there. So it's a brace, and I cut through it, which is attached to the brace that goes all the way back here, right here where the quarter and the roof would probably come together. I didn't want to grind it out because of the lead that's in it. I've been trying to work at it just to get it to peel away. It's not really wanting to. We might have to persuade it. I've been just picking away at this with a regular little chisel and peeling this back, and it's just kind of falling off. And I'm gonna now just hit it with the big chisel and take it the rest of the way off. See, that's why I don't like always using the big chisel, because when you hook into something you didn't plan to, yeah, you just kind of destroy it. So looks good here, actually. Looks good and solid. Clean up. And then we have this. Makes you wonder just why. Alright, so I'm going to pick away at this if I can get that off. I don't know if I am. I'm going to get my gloves on. Now, I don't know if you've noticed the chisel that's on my air chisel. Long and flat. And yeah, I broke it a long time ago, but it still works. It's got a curved, so long and flat. It's got a curved tip, so you can get the corner in there, and it kind of, it works a lot better than that wide flat one that comes with the gun, usually. That just tears stuff up, and you miss it, and all that garbage. Little bit of butchery going on there. So I'll fix it. trying to figure out where the quarter panel is. See, this piece went around to there. Yeah, I'll fix it. 'Cause I'm not. Okay. Now I see, I think. Maybe. This is the quarter panel? Well, I'll have to look at my quarter panels and figure that out. That might very well be the quarter panel. So, we're gonna have to check that out. See you in a minute. Okay, we're up in the storage part of my shop to look at the quarter panel. Yep, that was the quarter panel. Okay, and see how it goes around. See how that, there would be a lineup hole, that little indentation right there, and then that wraps around. That's the part I cut off right there. So, all right, good to know. Now let's see how much is given to me in this part. They don't give you. Yeah, that's what I thought. No inside brace where the hinge is, right there. So, yeah, I've had those around for a little bit. Bought them back when they were cheap. So I saved a few $100. Bought the roof, the quarters, whatever else I could, and hopefully they fit. The roof is AMD. The quarters I do not think are, but we'll deal with it. They may fit better, I have no idea. So, bird's eye view of everything. Rickety ass ladder I'm climbing down on, but it's all I have. So, it works. So, yes, that is the quarter, piece of the quarter. So, I don't need to save it. Just cut it off there, take out those spot welds, and check it. Things that we learn. And what I was talking about, and I don't know if you can see down in there anyway, this is the hinge post brace part on the back of here. It would have been nice if they'd have given me that for what I paid. Alright, so that's it for now. I'm gonna clean up. See you in a bit. So I'm back. Got a little surprise. We got our drip rails in ordered them from Jags. They ordered them from AMD, and they ordered them from Classic Headquarters. So I'm going to show you what the problem is. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So what I was saying was, got the drip rails in. This is the passenger side drip rail. And Currently I'm just measuring it roughly, quickly. So to the end I'm at 56 inches. From there to there, right here, was 56 inches. So, put you up here somehow. And I'm going to roughly measure all the way down like so. And I'm at yeah, it's 56 3/4. So let's keep that in mind. There are moldings that are supposed to go on this. Whether or not I'll put moldings on there, I do not know. Some people are smoothing these off. That's cutting off this little part where the molding would go. I don't know that I'm there to do that, because you know this channels water this way. If you cut this off, then your water's going this way. So anyhow, and that's, you know, $200, $100 a side. A lot of money to pay for something I'm just gonna cut off. But I've done that before, haven't we? So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get 3/4 of an inch. So it's probably gonna be up here somewhere. So I do that, end up cutting this piece and then just lengthening it. Let's fold it over. Yeah. More time, more complication. So I'm going to get over here on this side, which is the driver's side, and deal with this right now. Put OSPO on here, kind of a test, see what that does. Anyway, I'm not going to get off on a tangent there. I need to peel this back because I see holes down in here, so that means up in here. Need to peel that back, see how bad that is, and get busy replacing and making stuff. So, see you in a minute. All right, now we can see the spot welds. I'm gonna get my little bit and start cutting. I'm gonna try just a countersink and see if I can get away with that versus drilling a whole hole. Well, never mind, that didn't work. We'll try it, but pretty short drill bit, I guess. Okay, so if I did my job right, I'm drilling these spot welds. This panel, this little piece, would almost fall right off. It almost is. Oh, we got one in there we don't know about. There we do. There it is, showing its face now. Missed one. Happens. Anyway, you get the idea. Sometimes we just have to get out the heavy artillery and that sometimes does less damage. Maybe not in this case, I don't know. Spot weld in there. Spot weld in there. I couldn't see where these spot welds were, so I was just kind of guessing. I'm trying not to destroy. This panel underneath, as you can see, it's not very strong. Yeah, there it is. So it's a double in some places. It's double here, not here. Oh, I see. That's the plate to hold the visor. It comes down into here. Yeah. Well, it's the corner piece is what it is. And then sheet metal over here. So that's rusty. Our corner piece is rusty. We're gonna peel back these layers. How am I doing that? May cut, and cut. And just pull this piece off, which is going to I don't think that'll move. So see you in a minute. Okay, well, as you can see, I've been doing a little prepping, and I got to wear my mask while I'm hammering and doweling because rust is flying off. Well, doesn't look much better than it did last time you saw it. I cut this corner off, which is right here. Like so. So, obviously to expose what's under here. And as you can see, as we go back, the rust is more or less a surface rust versus this is bad rust and it pitted and ate through everything. I did notice there was something sprayed up in here. Wonder if I did that or if it's a factory thing, but it's like it held it almost, held moisture, I don't know. Then you got that. So we're just picking away. Next thing I'm going to get into is this. I'm gonna have to go right along this edge. As much as I hate it. Well, I'm gonna cut higher than the edge. Probably end up trimming down to the corner edge. But I'm gonna have to go probably all the way back to here and replace this. I don't know if this is necessary. So, it may just get flat. I don't know. I'm gonna work on it. See you in a minute. Okay. Well, you know, I drilled a bunch of holes. I cut a bunch of spot welds. Blah, blah, blah. You've seen me do it a million times at this point. And well, we got it out, and well, at least the good thing that we're seeing is it rusted from out here inward, not inward to outward, which means this inside here is not too shabby. We'll fix that. No biggie. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. That was a brace in there that good we didn't, aha, I see it now. Outside pillar comes all the way up into here, but they don't give you that. You have to cut it off right here and weld it to whatever's left. Probably the same thing with the inside pillar. That would have come up on the inside all the way to there. See? Would have been nice to, you know, have that possibility. But they did give it, you know, that piece down here that I cut off, which I'd have cut these off too, probably. I don't know. So anyhow, that's where we are. More cleanup to do, more straightening to do. This is our template. Try to get that straightened out and refitted. And we'll make some sheet metal patches stuff. Take this off. Yeah, There we go. So we have to, as you can see, build from this and this to this. We look at the other side. You get the idea. Of basically just take some sheet metal and form it and connect to this somehow in this rusty area, and the same with this, and do the best we can, and then treat it with something that'll make it never ever rust anymore. Yeah, right. See you in a minute. All right, well, let's clean up some of this crap. Well, that's all we can do as far as cleanup goes. Gonna grind these off, straighten that out, grind those off, straighten that out. See if you like that angle. That seems to be all I can do. I need to start making hatches. So, see you in a minute. Alrighty. Time to make some noise. Alright, got that started. So I'm going to get this little doodad. This is why I always say scrap metal, because hey, never know when you're going to need it. Alright, so this going to fit up in here. I need it to stick out that far for the moment. I need to cut off this goofy corner. nice shape to it. The idea, you gotta make a dip. This kind of has to be flat but dip, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, we have a piece, and anyway, it's gonna fit and we're gonna weld it. So battery's probably gonna give out, you know, the deal. So let's see what happens. Okay, it's all welded in. Looks like boogers, but we don't care because you're not gonna see it. This side, a little better, good penetration. That'll clean up, look pretty nice. And then that goes like so. But we don't have the holes in here that we had. Now I'm gonna get a piece and just simply wrap this around like so, and wrap this around like so, kind of a pinch weld together right here, kind of. I'm looking at the other side, yeah, so it's pinch weld up in here. I'm just going to pinch weld those together, wrap them in, weld them in, and call it a day for that. So we go find some more scrap, and I have this piece. So we got to start cutting that. Oh, we can make both pieces out of that too. Let's see now. Maybe we can. No, can't do that, can't do that. Ready? That's too much. Move that. All right, I'm going to touch that up, make her fit, and I'll be back in a second. All right, so we got this little bad boy fit. a little tapping around once I start getting it in place. It'll be fun. So let's get that thing welded. You know what I forgot? Weldable primer on the back side. This comes down here. That's welded. Gonna make these again. Like so, I think. Yeah. Like so. It goes like that-ish. Somewhere in there. It's supposed to connect to that, but I'm not sure why it's not. Might have to go up like, might go like that, and then come down, because I did cut that off. So, anyhow, I'll make that thing. And then we gotta make the other thing, which is this whole piece on the other side. Make that piece, which, like you saw on that side, comes down kind of into here, and that like that, and then drip rails over that. All right, got some fabbing to do. See you in a minute. All right, so I'm getting busy. Kind of trace this out, get out my rough shape. Gotta bend it here, obviously, like so. Gotta bend it here, like so. Got a couple bends in here for this. And then, yeah. Then we gotta cut it to fit and put it on. And the reason we have to bend that funky shape is well, basically because that bracket comes over and it would have interfered. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was there, so we've got to try to put it there. So let's get this thing cut out. This back in the scrap pile. So I'm gonna say you gotta do this first. Let's go. Change our dies, and we'll be right back. Well, not sure that the camera was on. And so we're gonna go over this real quick. So I made this little bend here. Which is this bend. We'll go over here to the bead roller. I spaced out my dies so it would bend and then taper and then bend again, much like so. So we rolled it through. I just rolled it all the way through, and then I flattened this out when I made my bend again. I'm having a little problem because I just fit it. This needs to go down some more. And I, did all my other little bends on the side of the table. I cut that so I can make that bend and they'll overlap. But I've got some more adjusting to do. I just did a quick fit. I'll do it again. I've got to cut this end to fit so it fits down inside like so. And that needs to be a little bigger maybe. Quite a bit bigger according to that. So I got to cut that. I've got to also make this dip down farther. That's not where it needs to be. Yeah, definitely got to make that bend bigger. I don't know why. I do maybe know why. If I get that piece, because, well, it shouldn't matter. Thinking out loud. I mean, I cut a piece out, I'm putting a piece in, the bend should be the same as long as it's the same. Could be bigger, as you can see. All right, well, we got some things to work on, and I'll get back to you. All right, I've done some fitting. This is one of those to where I got a lot going on. This is the straightest piece of the roof, I guess, if you want to call it. Does have a little arch to it. I didn't get that arch in here. Did get some of it in here. I did do a little stretching, shrinking to try and get more into it. I got some. I'm gonna have to, fits good right there. Have to fit it, and you know how you go. Once you tack it, then you move it, and then tack it, and then align things, and slow going, but it's the way we got to do it. So fit this up there roughly, just very roughly. That's what we're kind of sort of looking at, something like that. That's why that corner right there, right here, was important, because the drip rail has to spot weld to it, and that's how that fits, trying to hold the camera and the drip rail. So that again will bend down as we go. I got a few little holes to drill, so on and so forth. Weld that solid, holes. So I'm going to do all that boring stuff, and then we're going to weld this bad boy on. See you in a minute. Okay, put you up there as best I can. I'm going to start tacking stuff. Best I can. Little things are finicky, boy. Sounds better. Okay. First start in this here corner. Awesome. Burnt through the old stuff. So just to show you up close, that's not really flush, but hey, these are all flush. So moving on. Well, that's in there. Now we got to make this piece, put that in there. And we'll be about done with the rust repair on this here corner. Oh, we got to weld all that. Well, you don't want to watch that, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, well, yeah, we got it done. We got it welded in. Yeah, that's the roof skin. I was playing around, but as you can see, we got our rust repaired. We're ready to put a drip rail on. I was fitting the roof skin to make sure I didn't have any issues in here. I may or may not. I don't know, because I don't have everything trimmed out. So it's not fitting flat where it needs to. I can't tell from, say, this side to this side if there's a problem. You see right there, see how high that one is. Looks height-wise about the same, but you know, I have no idea. You know, I followed this crease with well, what I think was the old crease, but anyway. So got this piece welded in, everything's good. The roof does fit down on here, but again, I can't tell until everything's trimmed out. So that's it for this video. Oh, and I'm supposed to say like and subscribe, please. It helps my videos and put out more content and whatever. So do that for me if you would. See you on the next video. Drip rails and roof skin, most likely.